This video will cover list migration in SharePoint using MetaVis tool. We'll cover the basics of list migration and some helpful hints and common issues that you might see. When you're ready to migrate lists using the MetaVis tool, there's a few different ways you can go about doing it. One option is to use the copy lister library in the ribbon. You can also use drag and drop. This time I'm going to show you copy paste, which actually you can do a couple of different ways as well. You can choose copy in the ribbon here, which will save it to the buffer. Choose the site you want to go to and hit paste. This is going to launch the copy list wizard here, which will pre-populate with the list name. You can actually assign a different name. So if you're taking a library, let's say reference in this case, and you're going to call it important documents, you can rename it here. Once you've chosen the list name, you can actually choose a profile. There will be a separate video walking you through how to set up a profile, so please check that out if you're interested in understanding how to set those up and use them and take advantage of them. But what the profile will do will pre-select these options. So in this case, we're using the default profile, which has certain options that we see commonly used by our customers. But if you want to modify it, you can just check something. For example, workflows is another reasonably common one, and that will be applied to your migration. One that I want to point out right now is this copy content types. If you have any custom columns in your list, you have to check this copy content types option, even if you're not using any custom content types. The columns that you add are added to the base content type of the list. Once you've chosen the list copy options you want, there are some advanced options as well, so please be sure to check those out. In the case of a list versus a library, where you have done the copy with the tool, you can use the incremental copy option, which will prevent any duplicates from occurring. Some of these other options, you can review what they are by using the blue help bubbles here. They'll walk you through what the option means. In some cases, for example, remap users, it'll actually walk you through how to do it as well. In addition, the online manual, which is at manual.metavistech.com, is a great resource which will explain some of these options in a little bit more detail and will also give you some steps on how-tos and process for how to use these options for different types of migrations. Lastly, there's a generate script and a schedule button. You can use these to plan out migrations and perhaps set up a time that is the SharePoint environment may not be in as much use and take advantage of some of the batch processing that is possible using scripts. Once you're ready and you've chosen the options you want, you can click finish and the migration will begin.